Good afternoon. Now your STV news, including the headlines for Dundee. First Minister Nicola Sturgeon has said the Scottish Government will do all it can to secure the long-term future of engineering firm Bifab. An agreement was reached at the weekend which prevented the firm from going into administration. Today, the company said it would resume normal trading.
The Scottish Government will now be working very closely with the Bifab management to look at how we put the yards into a more sustainable place. I don't underestimate the challenge and the difficulty of that, but also I'm very, very clear that with the renewables boom in Scotland, there is every reason to be optimistic that with the right approach, Bifab can thrive for the long term.
I'm more optimistic about the long-term future than I was a month ago or 2 months ago, because everybody's got a vested interest in seeing these yards survive for the long-term future of the renewables industry in Scotland.
So this crisis may have actually helped long-term?
It may have, yeah.
STV News understands former Scottish Labour leader Kezia Dugdale did not get the party's permission to star in ITV's I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. It's emerged the party's business manager James Kelly turned down a request from the MSP last month. Miss Dugdale then approached both leadership candidates to request 3 weeks off. They agreed to this but were not informed it was for the reality TV show. An independent review into financial support for students has made several recommendations to the Scottish Government. They include a minimum income of £8,100. Other recommendations include writing off student debt after 30 years. And the main headlines in Dundee: detectives are continuing the hunt for 2 men who tried to carry out an armed robbery in Dundee. The incident on Saturday night happened at the Sainsbury's petrol station on Tom Johnston Road. And an elderly man who was rushed to hospital in Dundee after being hit by a car has died. The 80-year-old pedestrian was struck by the vehicle in Lochee High Street last Tuesday night. And that's all for now. I'll be back again in an hour with another update. But first, it's time for a look at the weather. Have a good afternoon. Goodbye.
TUI sponsors STV Weather. TUI sponsors STV Weather.